Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now on this Monday. I'm Justin Gould. Happening now, the city of Jamestown man is locked up after police say he tried to light a person on fire with gasoline. Plus, a new family-style restaurant here in Jamestown has abruptly closed. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is live with a look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin, and happy Monday, everybody. We made it through another weekend, and here's a live look coming from the Mill Creek Mall Sky Vision camera in Erie. Nice blue sky out there, and this is really going to be the story throughout the day today. So it will be dry. Here's why. We have high pressure that is in control across much of the Northeast. You can see some of the clouds that are starting to wisp away. So it was a foggy start this morning, and it was a cloudy start, but look at what's over here in Colorado. Snow. Yes, and we're going to be talking about this come later in the week, possibly. There's your teaser. So the forecast for the afternoon, partly to mostly sunny on average. The fog is slow to burn basically across the area, but the fog will burn off by late this morning. South wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, temperatures 57 to 64, but big changes in that forecast as we head into Halloween and into late this week. We'll talk about it in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Alrighty, Dakota, not sure if I'm going to like what I'm going to see, but thank you nevertheless. Our top story, a city of Jamestown man is behind bars after Jamestown police say he tried to light a person on fire with gasoline and threatened to kill an officer during an incident at the Main Street Robo gas station Sunday evening. Jamestown police say that 34-year-old Darius Coleman allegedly held a gas nozzle towards a victim to press the handle and then tried to light the stream on fire. Police say the man then fled the scene. The victim was not harmed. Coleman was eventually arrested and taken to Jamestown City Jail. Now at the jail, police say he attempted to escape, and while officers were returning him to a cell, he allegedly spit in their face and threatened to kill them. Coleman faces a number of charges in that case. And two City of Jamestown residents are behind bars after allegedly attacking their roommate yesterday. Police say that 26-year-old Grace Rentas and 30-year-old Keshla Rosario were arrested following a dispute at their Fulton Street address. Police say Rentas allegedly came outside the house and punched her roommate in the face. A short time later, Rosario allegedly came outside with a metal baseball bat and hit the man several times in his upper body and neck. Police report the victim was not seriously hurt, though, and was able to get away to call for help. Rentas is charged with second-degree harassment, while Rosario is charged with second-degree assault. Both were held at Jamestown City Jail, pending arraignment in the case. And a Bemis Point man was arrested for allegedly driving while intoxicated with a blood alcohol concentration nearly 3 times the legal limit on Sunday. Jamestown police report that 50-year-old David Matson is charged with past steady red light signal, moved from lane unsafely, DWI, and aggravated DWI. Police allege that Matson ran a red light at the intersection of West 8th and Washington Streets just after 12:30 a.m. After stopping his vehicle and speaking with the man, they believed he was to be drunk. Now, Matson was taken to Jamestown City Jail, where he allegedly submitted a chemical breath test to determine his blood alcohol concentration. That was allegedly found to be nearly 3 times the legal limit. And a new family-style restaurant here in Jamestown has abruptly closed following nearly 3 months of operation. Jimmy's Family Restaurant, in a post on Facebook, announced the closure yesterday afternoon. Owned by City of Jamestown Director of Development Vince DeJoy, the eatery opened in August, months after the local Friendly's chain closed their doors. Around 50 people, some of whom were former Friendly's employees, were hired part of the opening. Now, DeJoy says the name Jimmy's was a play on Jamestown's famed nickname, Jimmytown, and in honor of his 2 grandfathers who both went by the name. This was not DeJoy's first restaurant venture. He and his brother previously owned and operated Stage Left in the 1990s, which is currently Forte. Well, good Monday to all of you. Thanks so much for tuning in here on WNY News Now. Hope you had a good weekend. Let's check in with the comments. Hello to see Wendy Sue joining us. Hello to you. Our famed Wendy Marie is here as well. Happy Monday. Great to have you both on the broadcast. Good to see Lisa. Hopefully you are having a good day. Brenda, good to see you as well. Joseph, Barbara, and Jay are all here A lot of people talking about the big story from over the weekend with the closure of Jimmy's. Certainly nearly 3 months of operation here in hopes to replace what was the long-standing Friendly's establishment in Brooklyn Square near downtown Jamestown. Not a lot of news that I think a lot of people wanted to hear. It's been difficult, right, to get development, especially in this area. And restaurants, certainly it seems like come and go. Unfortunately, Jimmy's didn't last very long. But the question is now, what's next for this lot? Another restaurant? Maybe. Maybe not. It's difficult to tell. We, of course, will continue asking questions and keep everybody updated on the spot. Coming up next, the results of Sunday's Marching Band Showdown, where 2 local teams placed. But first, the boil water order that was in effect for much of Bust-I is finally over. Dakota.
And the high yesterday was 60 degrees. We bottomed out at 41 degrees this morning. And look at that record for today, 81, nowhere near that. But get those shovels ready. We're talking about it. We'll talk about it in just a few minutes as WNY News Now continues. Don't go away.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
I've walked my talk. I've brought officials to meet the community. It should be a government by the people, for the people. I've stood alone to represent the citizens of the city for transparency, accountability, and fiscal responsibility. My values haven't changed. I stand for you. Vote November 5th. Liuzzo for mayor.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
I'm George Borello. As a business owner, I've experienced firsthand just how tough it is to grow your own business in New York State. That's one of the reasons why I'm running for state senate. We need to do more to help new and existing businesses develop and grow, not just survive. To help make that possible, one of the first bills I plan on sponsoring in the state senate is the first employee tax credit. As both a business owner and a county executive who met with over 100 businesses in my first 100 days in office, I've seen that the costs associated with hiring your first full-time employee can be insurmountable. This tax credit will help business owners expand without a significant hike in operating costs, and it will help create more good-paying job opportunities for our residents. To help New Yorkers succeed in our economy, we need smart plans like the first employee tax credit. As your next state senator, that will always be my top priority.
Paid for by Borello for Senate.
Hi, my name's Dave Wolfong, and I'm running for mayor of the city of Jamestown. I'm down here on River Street to show people that there's plenty of space and plenty of opportunity in the city of Jamestown for business. We need to have shovel-ready sites that bring industry to the city of Jamestown so we can have good-paying jobs, clean up our neighborhoods, and make the city of Jamestown proud again. I think it's time that we start marketing this place just like we used to. We need to bring opportunity and good-paying jobs to the city of Jamestown. And in my administration, business first is going to be the first step toward the success of the city of Jamestown. My name's Dave Wolfong. I'm running for mayor. Please vote for me November 5th.
Well, happening now, a boil water order that lasted most of the weekend in parts of the town of Bust-I has ended. Officials lifted the order late Sunday morning after 2 sets of water samples tested negative for bacteria. The Jamestown Board of Public Utilities Communication Coordinator Becky Robbins told WNY News Now last week that a water main break at the Shadyside Water Pump Station on Thursday prompted the County Health Department to issue the order. Now, areas that were under the order included Hunt Road towards Bust-I between Big Tree Road and Southwestern Drive, and Orchard Road off of Southwestern Drive. The Department of Health says when disruption pipes and mains lose pressure, it increases the chance that untreated water and harmful microbes could enter the system. Well, it's been more than 24 hours since President Donald Trump announced the death of the world's most wanted terrorist. And now, New York State senior senator says the fight against ISIS must continue.
My reaction, look, it's great that we've gotten al-Baghdadi and killed him. He's a dangerous man, an evil man. The fight against ISIS has to continue.
Now, the White House says the operation was named after an American who was kidnapped and reportedly raped by the ISIS leader while being held hostage by that organization. Kayla Mueller traveled to the Turkey-Syrian border in 2012 to do humanitarian work. ISIS kidnapped her in 2013 after she visited a Doctors Without Borders hospital. The family confirmed her death 2 years later, but her body was never found. After hearing news of Baghdadi's death over the weekend, they thanked the president, U.S. military, and special forces for taking action. Muller's parents says the situation has them feeling a roller coaster of emotions, and they want their daughter to be remembered as someone with a tender heart. Well, if you're one of the millions of people taking medications to lower your blood pressure, you've probably got a routine to help you stay on top of taking it every day. But new research suggests there's an ideal time of day to take your meds. Melissa Rainey has more in today's Health Minute.
Trying to control your blood pressure? Taking antihypertensive medication every day can significantly lower your risk of disease and stroke. But research suggests taking it before bed could help you double down on the benefits. That's according to a study published in the European Heart Journal. Doctors often tell patients to take their blood pressure medication in the morning. But experts say there hasn't been significant research to show that's the best practice. To change that, a team of researchers studied more than 19,000 Spanish patients for over 6 years. All took antihypertensive medication. Roughly half took it in the morning, the others took it before bed. They found those who took it at night had nearly half the risk of dying from heart problems. They also reduced the risk of heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. More research is needed to confirm the results, but experts say these findings are promising and that taking antihypertensive medication before bed poses little risk. For today's Health Minute, I'm Melissa Rainey.
All right, Melissa, thank you. Well, the Jamestown High School Red Raider Marching Band, they placed 8th during the New York State Field Band Conference in Syracuse on Sunday. The band scored 88.85 in the show's national class. Now, previously, the team was moved into that class after coming off a 3rd state championship win in the last 5 years. Meanwhile, Falconer-Frewsburg's band placed 9th in the small school 3 division with a score of 71.65. The 46th annual championship show brought together over 50 of the finest high school marching bands in the northeastern United States. Congrats to both of them. Certainly wasn't the win that maybe we were hoping for, but either way, a good score within a pretty tough class, never to say. And kudos to Falconer and Frewsburg as well for doing their part there within that small school division. Certainly a small band with a lot of heart. Well, let's check back in with the comments once again. Hello to Wendy. She's chiming in. She says, well, duh, Borrello was the only one on my ballot Saturday, so obviously wins. Wendy, looks like you took part in early voting. Hope that went well. I know that's been going on. As a reminder to anyone, you can partake in early voting here in Chautauqua, Cattaraugus County, in fact, all of New York State, honestly. For details as to where to vote and when to vote, if you go to WNYNewsNow.com and click on Election 2019, we have all of the links from the county's Board of Elections there. Borrello is running against Austin Morgan, a Democrat from Freedom in Cattaraugus County, so he also would be on the ballot as well for that state Senate list. Obviously, Borrello would be on the Republican endorsement, Morgan on the Democrat as well. Saying hello to Donna. Hopefully you're doing well. She says Jamestown Marching Band did come in 8th of 9, but they were in a higher class once again. So absolutely, either way, we still love our Red Raiders no matter what. Wendy, Joe talking there with Wendy, yeah, it's absolutely right. You know, the early voting process, it seems to be great. A lot of people saying working well. How many people did you see out there, Wendy? I'm just personally curious as to that. I've thought about doing the early voting, but I like that ritual of going on election day and, you know, getting the I voted sticker for my lapel and then being here for you all on election night. So I think I'm probably going to do that. I think I am going to go vote. I always do it at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever at my polling place just because I work at a job where we're able to do that, mainly because they keep us up until 2 in the morning on that night, so that'll be fun. As always, coming up, another man who likes to spend the nights watching the skies, maybe not watching the voting so much, Dakota Hunter. He's here with a live look at our weather forecast. And later, a local highway is dedicated in honor of a Jamestown hero. That when WNY News Now returns. Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Located on the corner of Forest and Newland Avenues in Jamestown, Pronto Mart has everything you've been looking for. An amazing selection of hot foods, a large variety of premier headgear, and smoking accessories to fit any style. Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Stop in and visit us today.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Hi, my name's Dave Wolfong, and I'm running for mayor for the city of Jamestown. NACO Trucking, the trucks that are behind me, this business is leaving the city of Jamestown and going to the Mason Industrial Park. When the current administration at City Hall was told that they were moving, their response was, we didn't know that they were leaving the city of Jamestown. NACO Trucking went to the Chautauqua County Industrial Agency, went and got financing. They got plans for a new building. We've got to stop businesses from leaving the city of Jamestown. That needs to be our first priority. We don't have shovel-ready sites for this individual to move his business to. That's why people are moving out of the city of Jamestown. In my administration, we're going to be business first, and we're going to know what's going on in the city of Jamestown. Once again, my name's Dave Wolfong, and I'm running for mayor. City of Jamestown, please vote for me November 5th.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
What's the famous saying I say all the time? Sleep is for sissies. There you go. This is how much rain we picked up yesterday. 0.63 inches, over 0.6 of an inch of rain fell yesterday at the airport. That brings our monthly total at the airport at 3.99 inches, almost close to 4 inches for the month. And that's almost halfway above average there at 2.76. Now, a lot of the rain this year has actually missed the airport, which is north of the city. A lot of the rain has been around the airport, but not at the airport precisely. But this is what's in the record books, 3.99 for the month. That's, again, almost halfway going halfway, of course, the average for the month. Blue sky on the HD News Now cam. The fog is burned off downtown Jamestown. 50 on the Mercury. South wind of 8. The wind will be relatively light out of the south today, and there's a dew point of 47 degrees. So a little bit up there, but again, there is a little bit of moisture in the air. So again, enjoy any sunshine we can get, because we know this time of the year, sunshine can be very limited this time of the year as we have those generally a northwest wind coming in usually at this time of the year. It turns breezy once again on Tuesday, and wouldn't you know it, we have more rain and more wind coming our way for Halloween. Now, the debate really isn't so much Halloween, it's what happens after Halloween. We could see our first snowflakes this season. Notice all the question marks. It's not definite at this point. There's some indications saying that we could. Some say that we won't. It's all going to be about timing on this thing. But here's the Halloween forecast for all the trick-or-treaters. And unfortunately, it's not going to be a great day weather-wise. We told you about this last week, about how no matter which way this event plays out, it's not going to be a great day weather-wise. Lots of rain, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. But temperature's not too bad. But it's mainly going to be the rain that, of course, we're going to be dealing with. So grab the ponchos, the umbrellas, as you send the kids out trick-or-treating, because they're likely going to need it. And you get bonus points if you can actually find a way to kind of incorporate some sort of an umbrella or poncho into your costume. There you go. Here's Future Scan. This is one of the longer range models. This starts on Wednesday, so you can see the rain that comes in on Wednesday and especially on Thursday. A little bit of a break in it as we go Wednesday night, and then here we go into Thursday. You can see this widespread rain overspread the region. When you get into this yellow color, that starts to indicate the heavier amounts of rain, but look what's lurking back to the west. snow right here in the upper Great Lakes. There's a system that's going to be moving across the upper Great Lakes Thursday night going into Friday as the cold air wraps around basically as the cold air wraps around the back edge of the storm. There is some indication suggesting that we will start to see some of this colder air filter into western New York, which could mean snow. Some of it could be lake effect as we head into the weekend. Nothing's guaranteed at this point, but we'll keep you updated as we go throughout the remainder of the week. Fog, you can see the fog burning off and the clouds going away across the southern tier, but we still do have a little bit of fog mainly across northeast PA right now at the airport, 10 miles at the Jamestown airport, but Warren less than half a mile there, and also down in Tidiute less than half a mile of there. But again, all this fog will burn off as we go through the afternoon hours. It's going to be slow to burn off though, but when it does, it'll turn partly to mostly sunny. So here it is for the temperatures. Temperatures should be into the upper 50s, maybe a few lower 60s, definitely possible. The sun will shine after we get the fog to burn off here. Lake Erie shoreline here, maybe lower to mid 60s out here. It's a little bit warmer out here, but again, the fog will burn off, leading to some nice sunshine. Future coming up, and 63 tomorrow. The wind starts to come up again with that. 55 Wednesday, there's that chance for rain. Halloween, widespread rain showers, but it should be mainly rain. There's our first flakes Friday, Saturday, and possibly even Sunday, and some of that on the weekend could be lake effect, but nothing is guaranteed at this point, so stay tuned. Sports is next. Don't go away.
Hi, my name's Dave Wilfong, and I'm running for mayor of the city of Jamestown. I'd like to talk to you about the drug epidemic in the city of Jamestown. I want to make the streets of Jamestown safe for our citizens and our children. I do believe that individuals should be able to get treatment in the city of Jamestown if they want it. I do believe in transitional bedding, but I also believe in law enforcement, and I hope the law enforcement officials will make the city of Jamestown safe and take drug dealers off the street. My name's Dave Wilfong. I'm running for mayor, city of Jamestown. Please vote for me November 5th.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Manic Monday, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Over the weekend, the Jamestown Rebels took on the New Jersey Titans for a 2-game road series. Jamestown finished empty-handed, losing the first game 7-0 on Friday, and the second one 2-1 on Saturday. With the two losses, Jamestown failed to register a point, as they remain stagnant with 8 points and dead last in the NAHL's East Division. The Rebels will be back in action on Friday for a 2-game series against the Maine Nordiques. The Buffalo Bills fell to 5-2 on the season on Sunday after losing at home 31-13 to the Philadelphia Eagles. Josh Allen tossed for 169 yards and 2 touchdowns, also adding a team-high 45 rush yards. Allen also coughed up the football 3 times, losing 1. Matt Milano led the Bills' defense with a game-high 13 tackles. Phillies QB Carson Wentz threw for 172 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Matthews rushed for a game-high 96 yards and a touchdown. Miles Sanders ran for 74 yards and a score on only 3 carries, part of Philly's 218 rush-yard attack on Sunday. Buffalo will be back in action on November 3rd as they will host the 1-7 Washington Redskins, which will also be televised on Fox. With an 8:15 kickoff tonight, the 2-4 Pittsburgh Steelers will be hosting the 0-6 Miami Dolphins for Monday Night Football. Pittsburgh is coming off of their bye week, winning their last game 24-17 versus the LA Chargers prior to it. Meanwhile, Miami lost to the Buffalo Bills 31-21 in their last game on October 20th. According to ESPN's Power Football Index, Pittsburgh has more than a 90% chance to keep the Dolphins winless. The game will be televised on ESPN. That's it for sports today. Back to Justin and Dakota.
Alrighty, Norm, thank you very much. Well, part of Route 60 in the town of Kyantone was officially dedicated in honor of a Jamestown war hero killed in the line of duty during a ceremony last week. Route 60 from the Jamestown City line to Route 62 in the town of Kyantone was named in honor of Private Charles S. Cooper, Jr., who was killed by a roadside bomb in April 2005 while serving in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Private Cooper's family, along with Assemblyman Andy Goodell, Chautauqua County Executive George Borrello, former State Assemblywoman Kathy Young, and several others gathered to honor the fallen soldier. With a color guard present and many local veterans, a local hero was commemorated for his bravery and sacrifice. His close-knit family was honored as well as a Gold Star family in Western New York who sacrificed their son for freedom, a freedom that Assemblyman Andy Goodell says is often taken for granted.
We take so much for granted in our country that other countries can't even conceive of the level of freedom that we have and the opportunities that we have. And what was particularly unique about Charles is he didn't give his life here in America. He gave his life in a foreign country so that they could have the opportunity to realize what we have here. And that is an incredible statement, isn't it? About commitment, not just to the United States, but to another country on the other side of the world.
A Jamestown High School graduate at age 19, Cooper received a Purple Heart during a previous incident before returning to active duty. And certainly an amazing recognition there, Dakota. Absolutely much deserved, and not a dry eye in the room. Certainly,
I almost teared up watching that whole VO thing. Unfortunately, I wasn't there for it, but I mean, just watching the VO that we had during that, it was like.
And the family's sacrifice, I think, is really what the dedication to the highway, in my opinion, stands for. Is the fact that Sergeant Cooper, he knew what he was getting into for sure. Everyone in the armed forces has that idea, especially when it comes to active duty deployment. But certainly the family sacrifice is not going unnoticed. And, as we've talked about before, working with initiatives like the Blue Star Mothers, like the PFC Dwyer Group here in Chautauqua County, WNY News Now is going to stand tall with them and give them anything they need. And it's really great to see that the community always does that, right? They always step up and help where they can. Not every place in the country is like that. So we are very blessed to have that, and certainly now forever, really, that stretch of land, stretch of road will be in memory of such a great soul.
I have many friends who are. I have many friends who have been in the military. I have many friends who are current active members of the military. I know one person who is currently in Iraq right now. He just got deployed, I think, a few weeks ago. I know one who's currently in training. And of course, I've mentioned it before on the air, my grandfather served in World War II in the Army. So, a lot of people I know who have been in the military.
And I think it goes to show you, when you talk about this area, everyone's so willing to give. These young men and women say, yeah, I want to do some good. And that's one place that they certainly go to. It's always nice to see the service, but at the same time, not very good to see the return. You don't ever want to be a Gold Star family, let me tell you. So, but nevertheless, we thank Sergeant Cooper and his family for that sacrifice. So switching gears here, a final check of our forecast.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the Halloween forecast. Now, it's not going to be a great night, no matter which way you look at this. There's going to be a lot of rain around. It won't be very chilly, though. Temperatures into the mid to upper 50s. And again, as I mentioned, you get bonus points if you can find a way to incorporate an umbrella or a poncho or galoshes or something into your children's Halloween costumes.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly, there are a ton of other events as well out there in addition to trick-or-treating in case you wanted to go to them. So
Might not be a bad idea with the rain.
Not at all, Dakota, but thank you nevertheless. And reminder, we will be having a list of those events up on WNYNewsNow.com, probably within the coming hour, actually, because we've been working feverishly this morning with our production team to come up with.
I heard the newsroom banging on their keyboard this morning.
You know when we're in it to win it, when you can hear the click clack and then the return of the typewriter.
Yeah.
Well, we don't use those anymore. Hey, that's it for us today. Thanks so much for being here with us. We're back tomorrow. See you then.